My grandfather taught me falconry when I was barely 8. Said a hawk don't come to fear or force. A hawk responds to patience and a wait of trust that's built in silence, not in reaching, not in bait. The oldest kind of partnership that man and beast create. I trained my first red-tailed hawk through a whole and patient year. Learned to read her every motion, every twitch, every idea. A hunger, fear, and freedom that a wild thing holds so dear. Before she'd finally land upon my glove without a fear. Falconer's patience, steady on my glove. I earned a wild creature's trust with nothing else but love. And time and steady patience, gifts from someone up above. Falconer's patience, falconer's patience. I've lost hawks to the open sky who never came back down. I've stood there in the silence of an empty field alone and a frown, understanding that you cannot own a thing so proud and crowned. With freedom you can only earn the trust that keeps them bound. I hung with her at dawn across the frozen winter field. I watch her die from 100 feet, a living, breathing shield of everything that's wild and true that this world hasn't sealed into something tame and broken, something forced to yield. Falconer's patience, steady on my glove. I earned a wild creature's trust with nothing else but love. And time and steady patience, gifts from someone up above. Falconer's patience, falconer's patience. I taught my daughter falconry the way my grandfather taught me. Watch to learn the patience that a modern world can't see. The value in a partnership that can't be forced to be. Only earned through steady trust and time and honesty. 50 years of falconry have taught me how to wait for trust to build in silence, not to force it into fate. Every wild thing worth having comes to those who congregate with patience, not with power, at nature's ancient gate. Falconer's patience, steady on my glove. I earned a wild creature's trust with nothing else but love. And time and steady patience, gifts from someone up above. Falconer's patience, forever patience. grandfather taught me falconry when I was barely 8. Said a hawk don't come to fear or force, a hawk responds to patience and to wait. Of trust that's built in silence, not in reaching, not in bait. The oldest kind of partnership that man and beast create. I trained my first red-tailed hawk through a whole impatient year. Learned to read her every motion, every twitch, every idea of hunger, fear, and freedom that a wild thing holds so dear. Before she'd finally land upon my glove without a fear. Falconer's patience, steady on my glove. I earned a wild creature's trust with nothing else but love. And time and steady patience, gifts from someone up above. Falconer's patience, falconer's patience. I've lost hawks to the open sky who never came back down. I've stood there in the silence of an empty field, alone and frown, understanding that you cannot own a thing so proud and crowned with freedom. You can only earn the trust that keeps them bound. I hung with her at dawn across the frozen winter field. I watch her die from 100 feet, a living, breathing shield of everything that's wild and true, that this world hasn't sealed into something tame and broken, something forced to yield. Falconer's patience, steady on my glove. I earned a wild creature's trust with nothing else but love. In time and steady patience, gifts from someone up above. Falconer's patience, falconer's patience. My daughter falconry the way my grandfather taught me. Watched her learn the patience that a modern world can't see. The value in a partnership that can't be forced to be, only earned through steady trust and time and honesty. 50 years of falconry have taught me how to wait, for trust to build in silence, not to force it into fate. Every wild thing worth having comes to those who congregate with patience, not with power, at nature's ancient gate. Falconer's patience, steady on my glove. I earned a wild creature's trust with nothing else but love. And time and steady patience, gifts from someone up above. Falconer's patience, forever patience, forever love. I cross the border every season, following the harvest sun, picking strawberries in California till the picking's done. then oranges in Florida before the winter's begun. A migrant's calendar is written by the crops, not anyone. I bend my back 12 hours underneath the blazing heat. I fill 100 baskets just to make my labor meet. The wage that barely covers what my family needs to eat. But I never once complained about the work, however fleet. Migrant hands picking through the rows. Nobody sees the labor underneath the food that grows. I've given every harvest everything my body knows. Migrant hands, migrant hands. I send my children to a different school in every town. I watch them make new friends and watch the friendship settle down. Just before we're moving on, before the seasons frown, turns colder in the fields and we must travel farther down. I've slept in labor camps that wouldn't pass a basic code. I've worked through pesticide that burned my lungs along the road. But every dollar that I've earned has helped my family's load grow lighter with each harvest, every field that I have sowed. Migrant hands picking through the rows. Nobody sees the labor underneath the food that grows. I've given every harvest everything my body knows. Migrant hands, migrant hands. My daughter is the first one in our family bound for college, studying to be a lawyer, gathering up her knowledge. I picked 100,000 pounds of fruit to fund her college, and I'd pick 100,000 more to fund her steady knowledge. I ain't ashamed of bending in the fields to earn my bread. I ain't ashamed of every callus on these hands. Instead of comfort, I chose sacrifice to keep my family fed. Migrant hands built something even though the world looked past instead. Migrant hands picking through the rows. Nobody sees the labor underneath the food that grows. I've given every harvest everything my body knows. Migrant hands, forever where the honest harvest grows. I paint my face like laughter, but my job is standing near a ton of angry animal that's bucking full of fear. I'm not the one the crowd came for, I'm the one who's here to pull the cowboy out from underneath the horns and gear. I throw my body in the path of bulls to save a rider's life. I felt the horns come close enough to nearly take my life. I walked away with broken ribs more times than any wife should have to worry over from a husband's dangerous strife. The rodeo clown, laughing through the fear. Nobody claps as loud for me, but I'm the one that's near. Every time a rider falls, I'm the shield that they hold dear. The rodeo clown, the rodeo clown. The crowd don't know my real name, don't know the man beneath. The painted smile and baggy clothes conceal the man beneath, who's calculated every angle of a bull's charging teeth, and put himself between the danger and the rider underneath. I've lost 2 friends to bulls that turn too fast for us to save. I've carried out their broken bodies, silent, weathered, brave. I still put on the makeup every weekend, still I brave the ring, because a fallen rider needs someone to save. The rodeo clown, laughing through the fear. Nobody claps as loud for me, but I'm the one that's near. Every time a rider falls, I'm the shield that they hold dear. The rodeo clown, the rodeo clown. 20 years of stepping in front of danger for a stranger's sake. 20 years of broken bones that other men would never take. But I've saved 100 cowboys from a fatal final mistake, and that's a kind of legacy that no applause could ever make. When I finally hang my makeup up and step out of the ring, I won't have any trophies, won't have any songs to sing, just the knowledge that I stood as a protective, steady thing. The rodeo clown, forever standing, the unsung king. The rodeo clown, laughing through the fear. Nobody claps as loud for me, but I'm the one that's near. Every time a rider falls, I'm the shield that they hold dear. The rodeo clown, until my final year. I've loaded ships since I was 17, down on the harbor pier. 40-pound crates upon my shoulders, rain or sun or fear. The union taught me brotherhood, the union taught me clear, that a dock worker's got a family and every man round here. I watched a crane cable snap and take a good man to his grave. I worked through hurricanes because the shipping schedule slaved. Driven owners never cared about the danger that we brave, just cared about the cargo that we paid so little to save. Longshoremen's hands, calloused, thick and strong. I've loaded half the cargo that this whole country's built upon. Nobody knows our faces, though we've labored all along. Longshoremen's hands, longshoremen's hands. We fought for every benefit we have upon these docks. We fought against the owners and we fought against the clocks that tried to work us faster through the danger and the shocks of heavy cargo swinging over concrete, steel and rocks. I've carried coffee, cars and steel from every foreign shore. I've never left this harbor, though I've touched what they explore. A world of goods that pass through hands like mine forevermore. Unseen, unnamed, unknown, behind the wealth that they restore. Longshoremen's hands, calloused, thick and strong. I've loaded half the cargo that this whole country's built upon. Nobody knows our faces, though we've labored all along. Longshoremen's hands, longshoremen's hands. Third generation strong. I taught him every knot and every lesson that belongs to a trade that built this harbor town with calloused hands and songs sung quiet in the sweat of men. The history proves wrong. To forget, forever unremembered by the ships that sail, loaded full of everything a hard-working hand could nail. Down and lift and carried through the sun and through the gale. Longshoremen's hands, a story this old harbor town won't fail. Longshoremen's hands, calloused, thick and strong. I've loaded half a cargo that this whole country's built upon. Nobody knows our faces, though we've labored all along. Longshoremen's hands, forever standing strong. I've loaded ships since I was 17 down on the harbor pier. 40-pound crates upon my shoulders, rain or sun or fear. The union taught me brotherhood, the union taught me clear that a dock worker's got a family in every man round here. I watched a crane cable snap and take a good man to his grave. I worked through hurricanes because the shipping schedule slave. Driven owners never cared about the danger that we brave, just cared about the cargo that were paid so little to save. Longshoremen's hands, callous, thick and strong. I've loaded half the cargo that this whole country's built upon. Nobody knows our faces, though we've labored all along. Longshoremen's hands, longshoremen's hands. We fought for every benefit we have upon these docks. We fought against the owners and we fought against the clocks that tried to work us faster through the danger and the shocks of heavy cargo swinging over concrete, steel and rocks. I've carried coffee cars and steel from every foreign shore. I've never left this harbor, though I've touched what they explore. A world of goods that pass through hands like mine forevermore. Unseen, unnamed, unknown, behind the wealth that they restore. Longshoremen's hands, callous, thick and strong. I've loaded half the cargo that this whole country's built upon. Nobody knows our faces, though we've labored all along. Longshoremen's hands, longshoremen's hands. My son works the docks beside me now, third generation strong. I taught him every knot and every lesson that belongs to a trade that built this harbor town with calloused hands and songs sung quiet in the sweat of men. The history proves wrong, to forget forever, unremembered by the ships that sail loaded full of everything a hard-working hand could nail. Down and lift and carry through the sun and through the gale. Longshoremen's hands, a story this old harbor town won't fail. Longshoremen's hands, calloused, thick and strong. I've loaded half the cargo that this whole country's built upon. Nobody knows our faces, though we've labored all along. Longshoremen's hands, forever standing strong. I strapped into my first stock car when I was 19 years old. 200 miles an hour on a track of asphalt cold. My daddy raced before me till a crash left him controlled by a wheelchair for the rest of life, the story he'd retold. I've spun out into walls at speeds that stopped my heart a beat. I watched a fellow driver's car go up in flames complete. I climbed back in the car next week because a racer's feet is facing down that fear each time you buckle in your seat. Stock car blood running through my veins. 200 miles an hour through the fire and the pains. I chase the checkered flag through every risk that it contains. Stock car blood, stock car blood. I lost my closest friend and rival, Bobby, in a wreck. Watched the fire take the car before we cleared the track and check. We buried him in racing gear, his helmet on his neck, and the whole circuit stood in silence at the fatal wreck. I raced the following weekend, 'cause he would've wanted me to climb back in that cockpit and to chase down victory. I won that race and dedicated every lap to he who taught me racing's about living fully, wild and free. Stock car blood running through my veins. 200 miles an hour through the fire and the pains. I chase the checkered flag through every risk that it contains. Stock car blood, stock car blood. My wife still holds her breath through every single lap I run. My kids still watch from the stands, not knowing what I've done. To earn this reckless calling underneath the blazing sun. But I've never felt more living than when the race has begun. 20 years of racing now, and my body's paid the bill. Broken ribs and broken hands, but I'm racing still. Because a man who's tasted speed can't settle for stillness until the final checkered flag waves down and the engine's finally still. Stock car blood running through my veins. 200 miles an hour through the fire and the pains. I chase the checkered flag through every risk that it contains. Stock car blood until the final lane. I strapped into my first stock car when I was 19 years old. 200 miles an hour on a track of asphalt cold. My daddy raced before me till a crash left him control. By a wheelchair for the rest of life, a story he'd retold. I spun out in the walls at speeds that stopped my heart a beat. I watched a fellow driver's car go up in flames complete. I climbed back in the car next week because a racer's feet is facing down that fear each time you buckle in your seat. Stock car blood running through my veins. 200 miles an hour through the fire and the pains. I chase the checkered flag through every risk that it contains stock car blood, stock car blood. I lost my closest friend and rival, Bobby, in a wreck. Watched the fire take the car before we cleared the track and check. We buried him in racing gear, his helmet on his neck, and the whole circuit stood in silence at the fatal wreck. I raced the following weekend, 'cause he would've wanted me to climb back in that cockpit and to chase down victory. I won that race and dedicated every lap to he who taught me racing's about living fully wild and free. Stock car blood running through my veins, 200 miles an hour through the fire and the pains. I chase the checkered flag through every risk that it contains. Stock car blood, stock car blood. My wife still holds her breath through every single lap I run. My kids still watch from the stands, not knowing what I've done to earn this reckless calling underneath the blazing sun. But I've never felt more living than when the race has begun. 20 years of racing now, and my body's paid the bill. Broken ribs and broken hands, but I'm racing still. Because a man who's tasted speed can't settle for stillness until the final checkered flag waves down and the engine's finally still. Stock car blood running through my veins, 200 miles an hour through the fire and the pains. I chase the checkered flag through every risk that it contains. Stock car blood until the final lane.